Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to FTB Interactions. So last episode we kind of got started with the push into MV. Today we're going to finish that out. We're going to get the EBF and start pushing into MV and hopefully making easier circuits. But I need one thing in particular, and that is graphite. And I have been all over, and so far I don't recall. I may not have marked it early on because I wasn't in the I wasn't out looking for diamonds in graphite at the time and maybe just didn't mark it, but I've been out looking a good ways and I haven't come across it. Even in this crystal forest where it's more common, I still did not come across it. So at this point, what we're going to do, there is a quest here to get our Hippogriff. You know, we mentioned this a while back, that it was added, and we're going to go ahead and shoot for that. Now I need a whole lot of eggs, and I think I can just turn these in, correct? Submit, yes, and submit. There we go. That is done. And for that we're going to get a choice reward of dark brown, white, black, brown, gray, chestnut, or cream. Let's go with a black hippogriff egg. And we're going to get some rabbit's feet and some saddles. And we're going to make a little space for our hippogriff. And right now we need to keep him kind of locked in a small little space. I'm going to actually, let me just get some cobblestone. We're going to block him off. We're going to say that right over here is going to be our hippogriff pen. And we're not going to make it very big. Really like that. Should be fine. And then we're going to go ahead and just toss in our hippogriff. And right now it's going to be a young hippogriff. I don't think they can fit through this, but you can see him in there. Yes, he can fit through there. Okay. No, stop it. Go back in there. It's a really cool place. Go in there. Aha! Ah. No, I just want you to go in the cage. No! Now he's wandering the building here. I didn't think he could fit through this door. Oh, gosh. No. No! Oh, and he killed my nutrition. My nutrition was so good. I was getting like buffs and everything. I'm watching him on the map. He's coming this way right now. Oh no, he turned towards the door. Haha. You're now blocked in there, sir. Okay, he's in our steel room. That's fine. We're going to give him just a little bit to grow up. That was not ideal, to say the least. And if we pop over to this room, I have been running some copper nickel. We'll go ahead and grab that. And we're going to have to turn this into, for the blast furnace, we're going to have to get, 16 copper nickel blocks? Or copper nickel coil blocks, these right here. So I'm going to go ahead and start running this stuff through the wire mill. And in addition, I do want to go ahead and I want to do this quest right here for the crying obsidian. So what we're going to need to do, we're going to need to get basically 2 crying obsidian for this. So obsidian, water clay, or lapis. I'll probably just use lapis, to be honest, because I have plenty of the ore, so might as well. So there's 2 of those, and then we're going to have to combine it. We're going to have to make 2 items here. We're going to have to make the crying obsidian item, and what is this? Oh, decorative version. And then we're also going to need the crying obsidian block. So we'll go ahead and get that, and that's advanced crying obsidian. And our quest is now complete, and we get diamond hippogriff armor. Awesome. And I'm going to put this in actually right next to my crying obsidian. And we'll use that in just a moment to bind our Hippogriff over to here. So if he does die, he's just going to respawn in this spot here. And let's go ahead and get ourselves, it's going to be a, what, wrench? So there's 4 of our copper nickel coil blocks. And 2 stacks should do it on the copper nickel. So 1 stack of copper, 1 stack of nickel. It's actually pretty cheap to pull off. Keep an eye on him, see where he's at in his growth stage. And I also want to go ahead and make, we can actually make some morbs, and these will just kind of help us out. I don't really have ender pearls and stuff. I do have some ender pearl dust, but I don't have soul sand and all that. But we can make this one right here. So let me do that real quick. And let me go ahead and actually just run. Let me just get a bunch of sand. I'm going to run it through the smelting. Now, of course, once again, you can make this a bit easier with the pure daisy. But for us, this method right here is actually a whole lot simpler. Because sand is only EMC. And that just does it automatically for me. So let's grab... I'm going to go ahead and make like 2 of these, I think. Ender pearl dust is autoclave? Yeah. So we'll go ahead and get that running. Okay, let's go ahead. There's 2 LV machine hulls, and then we're going to make LV energy input hatches, 2 of these. And let's see, the heat-proof machine casings are just Invar plates and Invar frames. So we might as well go ahead and make all of this while we're waiting for the Hippogriff to grow up. We can actually make them in the assembler. Yeah, we'll just do that. That's LV. To get these, they're plates and rods for 4. Okay, so let me get, let's go ahead and do like 36, and this might be a little bit much, but we're going to have to make a bunch of these. By the time it's all said and done, a bunch of these electric blast furnaces, so might as well go ahead and just make a bunch. Or not worry too much, not really make a bunch, but not worry too much about making extras. So, like that, let's go ahead. Let's see, this should have made some more. I'm going to make another batch of these real quick. So there's that. And then if we throw this into the assembling machine, that, and we'll start making some heat-proof machine casings. So there's 9 more. That's actually pretty good starting point. And then I'm going to need to get, I actually need my steel that Hippogriff's guarding right now. So hopefully he's still a baby. Great. Well, let's go ahead and set this up anyways. And we're going to have the, yeah, it'll be over here. And let me actually just go ahead and tidy up this room a little bit. Okay, I've got to make some more layer blocks, but I can get those. What we're going to do, we'll run that in, and we'll just have our electric blast furnace set up. So we'll go ahead and put, yeah, this will be good. We'll put that in right there, and we're going to have our input hatches for our energy. We'll go here and here for right now. We'll change this up before too long because we're actually going to turn this into actual MV power. And then we'll drop that in right there, and then let's see, we're going to need the controller. I think goes the front, yeah, the front center. But we're going to need input and output bus, and then there is 2 fluid hatches that we can make for it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just run the copper nickel, get this out of my inventory, and on top we're going to have a solid sheet, solid 3x3 of just heat-proof machine casings up here. And then we'll bring that copper nickel around. And I just need the last little bit of that. And there is that. Okay. And then for, let's see, our controller will go there. And then we'll have, what, 4 more hatches? And our autoclave is done. Let me go ahead and grab that. We're going to run it through the cutting saw. There's our ender shards. And that way we can make some morbs. And that's just so that I can pick up my hippogriff. We'll have some better methods later on, but for right now that'll work. So there is 4 empty morbs. It sounds like he's grown. Yeah, he's grown. He is definitely grown now. I'm going to go ahead and just toss these down. see him. Yeah, he does. Are you tame? Are you tame? No, he's tameable, but he's not tamed. Yeah, because he's still just showing up as tameable. Let me go ahead and get him down for just a minute. And I don't think... There we go. Okay, he's tamed now. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Okay. So, now what I want to do is I want to smack him. Selected entity is now linked to this item. With this item, right-click on Advanced Crying Obsidian Block where you want him to spawn. Okay. So now he's going to spawn here if he ever dies. And let me just put this away. And it's nighttime at the moment, so I'll hold off on... Seemed like maybe he was just buggy or something at the time. Let me go ahead and access his inventory. Shift right click. Drop a saddle on him. Some armor. Let me get a chest. There's that. So now he's got a little inventory available. And I can take off riding him. Now, the doors are going to be a slight problem, but I can solve that. Give me a second here. I think, yeah, I can fit through the doors here. I just need, I need a larger opening, or a ceiling opening, one or the other. Okay, and at this point, I just made some arches for now. Oh, he can't fit through doors. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what, for right now, I'm just going to do that. Alright, it's still a little bit dark. It's actually about midnight. Oh my gosh. Yes. Alright, so let's see. Descend, yeah, that's X. Okay, great. And we can set out in search of diamond and graphite vein. I'm just gonna head off in this direction. Okay, I found what I'm looking for right here. So let's go ahead. Is he gonna stay here properly? Maybe, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take him with me because I'm just gonna warp home once I finish up here. And alright, straight down. Before I forget, I need to actually grab these flowers. These. So that quest is completed. I will get some of these crystal saplings at some point, but not right now. I've got a crystal forest right by my base, but right there. There's graphite. Okay, I'm just going to block this off. Just so I don't have any mobs spawning in on me, or dropping in on me. Alright. And I'm going to get to mining. I'm going to pull up this entire vein, though. We're going to use a little bit of graphite. I know there is a graphite chicken that we can get, I think, decently early. Let me take a quick look. I'm probably going to push for that, so I don't have to worry too much about graphite moving forward. But graphite enriched egg, graphite chicken. It is just a smart chicken, a small pile of graphene dust, diamond dust, and nether quartz dust. So once we go to the nether, I think pretty much graphene is, I remember looking, it's like a combination of, yeah, graphite and silicon foil with some glue. But it does require HV to make it that way. We'll figure it out, but I do know we're going to push for that before too long. Just basically whenever it becomes available to us, we'll probably push on for that. And I think I probably already finished the quest. I did, and we get a diamond from that. I'm not going to accept it right this second, but we will get a diamond from that. So I'm going to get all this mined up, and then I'm going to pop home, and that way we can get our controller made. Okay, I mined up that entire diamond vein, so we actually got a decent amount of stuff, and then I also hit up this copper pyrite, chalcopyrite vein. There's also iron. I didn't have any space for that, so not worried about it. Technically, I mean, my Hippogriff's got a chest on it, but not too worried about it. And for right now, we're going to have a little bit better of a setup before too long for our Hippogriff, but I'm going to put that roof back on for the time being. Okay, now I need to start running. Let me empty this out a little bit. And let me go ahead and I'll get that running in there. And then let me set up the filters real quick. And graphite dust. Did we smelt this? Yeah, we smelt it into the ingots. Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and switch it. I want you to be running graphite for right now. Okay, so for the electric blast furnace, we're going to need one of those heat-proof machine casings. We're going to need 4 graphite plates and then a basic electric furnace. Okay. And I should have that. We'll go ahead, toss that into the bending machine, get those plates made. So there's our graphite plates. That's 10 cable. Okay. So there's our basic electric furnace. And then I just need, there's that. There's our electric blast furnace. And we got a couple quests complete, it looks like. We got 16 copper nickel. Another quest somewhere. I'm going to put that in right there. And then we just need we got the energy input hatches. Okay. I'm going to need, technically we could form this with just one fluid input. And I might, to be honest, for right now. So there's our input fluid hatch. And we probably won't be using that at first, but we will end up using it. So it'll probably be moved before I need another hatch, truth be told. So we're going to go ahead and just put that in. We'll put the fluid hatch there. And the item output there. And there we go. We now have a formed multi-block. Okay, now I need to set up the power for this. And we're going to be going with just blue steel cable. And we're going to set up this and this. This and this. And we're going to run out for some steam real quick. Yeah, steam's coming out there. So I'll just go ahead and run that. And this is, the steam here is going to be pretty temporary also. But that's got power, and we're just going to run the blue steel cable like that and like that. And this now has power. Okay, so that's in place now. Now that that's done, the next thing we need to do, we're going to make aluminum. Well, actually, we need to do aluminum first because I'm going to need an MV laser precision engraver. I do know at this point we're going to need an electrolyzer. Oh, we do still need, I couldn't see the glass tubes there. We do still need the glass tubes for this. Okay, so there's our first basic electrolyzer. And we got a quest completed. Be nice if they give us more basic electrolyzers. I would take it. We get 4 electric motors and a basic electronic circuit. And apparently we got a task completed and... Okay, it's just task completed. That's what we're working on making at the moment. Then there's also these, which we'll be able to make before too long. I'm not going to push for those right this second, but let's go ahead. Basic electrolyzer. I'm going to set this one up right in here. Now, we'll have to set some of these up for automation before too long, but this will be fine for right now. Now, getting our aluminum. We can electrolyze for this, and we've got to find LV methods, and I think it's just the gems, like the green, green sapphire dust gives us 2, and I think there's one other sapphire dust that's going to give us, regular sapphire dust will give us 2. And it's 5 either way we go about it. Let me go ahead. I think I've got some. I don't have much. I didn't mine much. I think it was over in that Terra vein. I didn't really pick up a whole lot of it. That's fine. It's not very far away, so I can go get more. Now, if we process this down, what exactly do we get from this? Oh, we get tiny piles of aluminum. Yeah, I'll take that. And I'm not running any more tin for right now, so I'm going to switch over my tin for just the green sapphire, because I'll be running a bit of that for right now. I've got like 50 stacked. Okay, now while that's running, the other thing that I need to electrolyze is for the wafers. For silicon dust, silicon dioxide, which is actually really easy to make. I think that's the route that we will probably take. For silicon dioxide, the way we get this is we have to electrolyze sand or glass dust for that. And we'll go ahead and get some of that running, making us some silicon. And then that silicon dioxide, then we can electrolyze it to get the silicon dust. Now, one thing that I can go ahead and do, honestly, I'm starting to think, I was thinking those circuits were cheaper, but I'm starting to wonder if these wouldn't be cheaper. No, because we're going to have to get central processing units for that, which is wafers. But those are going to be kind of a hop, skip, and a jump afterwards, because we just have to get polyethylene at that point, which is really easy to do. And we'll definitely want to set it up for automation at that point. So, but anyways, we're going to start electrolyzing green sapphire dust, and we're going to start making aluminum dust. And I'm going to have to go mine some more green sapphire. That's not a problem. We will go ahead and electrolyze our silicon dioxide. And we are getting some oxygen buildup. That's fine. We will use that, so that's great. And then our aluminum, we can drop this into the input bus, and it's going to start running, making us aluminum ingots. And if we take a look, we do have aluminum dust building up. So there's 4 more pieces of that. So we'll go ahead and just dump that in. That's going to take a little while to run. And to get our precision laser engraver, yeah, we're gonna have to go to the Nether. It looks like. I don't think there's any route around it because we're gonna need to get ourselves some gallium at this point before we can technically start pushing into MV. We can make the MV hull though, which is just gonna be some copper cable. At this point, we're not going to be able to use the string and stuff. We're gonna have to actually use rubber, which is fine. We've got everything in place for that. So let me get a circuit, and we're going to set this to configuration 24. And we're also going to go ahead at this point and get, I think, another assembler. And you can see we do have some silicon dust now available to us. And we got a quest complete for silicon dust. No reward from it. It's fine. We'll just put this in here for right now. Okay, so there's another basic assembling machine, and we're just going to set up our assembling machine here, and we're going to say that you can insert. So it's going to start getting rubber. That's great. From this, and let me go ahead and get this running, making a bit more rubber, because we're going to be using this one a bit for making wires and things like that. Let's go ahead and do like 24 wires. That sounds good. And then our program circuit. Oh, and I need to get power over to this. I suppose we'll go through the wall like that. There we go. That's going to start running and producing us copper cables. So there's 2 of those. And if we take a look over here, we've got our 8 aluminum. Task completed. And then we can get the bending machine. So it's really the Nether holding us back, but we're going to gear up before we go to the Nether. And we may go ahead and start into some logistics pipes. I was just going ahead and pushing MV because I wanted the easier circuits, but I didn't think about gallium. So that's unfortunate, but it's not a big deal. And technically a quick jaunt into the Nether and we could get it, I think. But there's our MV machine casing. And then we take that with our copper cables, MV machine hull. There we go. Quest completed, quest completed, quest completed. And if we take a look here, we have now gotten aluminum and the MV machine hull, so they give us another MV machine hull from that. And then over here we get 4 more MV machine hulls, 4 basic electronic circuits, and a trophy for medium voltage. So we'll go ahead and drop this over on our table over here. And now technically we've hit MV, but we can't really do anything with it just yet. So I'm going to put that away. We're going to go ahead and push MV, because once we get our feet into MV, that's when we're going to pull back and we're going to start doing a bit with like Thaumcraft and pushing probably some Botania and Blood Magic and Logic Pipes and just setting all of that up, I think. I think that's a good spot to do that in. So what we're going to do, we don't have time to go to the nether and stuff this episode, but one thing I do want to do is I want to go ahead and get a chicken this episode, and that is the learning chicken. So we can make this in the autoclave with just some experience and a smart chicken. 10,000 experience, so I may actually have to eat some lotuses, but that's fine. Let me go ahead and just pull up our autoclave for right now, and we're going to set this autoclave up here for right now. And then I want to get a drain. First and foremost, just an XP drain. 9 iron bars in a compressor. Go ahead and toss that in. Get that running. And then I'm going to need one of my 10-10-10 smart chickens, which I've got extras. I'll need to breed some more extras of these. And the 10,000 XP, I wasn't intending to die from the Hippogriff. So I actually had a bit of XP built up. That's no longer the case. But we're going to be automating XP because I want enchanting to be painless and simple for us. So we'll put our smart chicken in there. And is our drain done? It is. Just put that setting there. And we'll jump on top. That's 4,000. Okay, I just need to eat a bit more lotus. Okay, let's go ahead and get a portable tank. This is just about done. I guess we might make a time in a bottle. But I've just been getting some stuff set up, so it really hasn't... I haven't been waiting on it or nothing. There's our XP shower. Okay, that's actually just finishing up. There we go. There's our learning chicken. And we got a task completed. I want to see. I don't think we can breed. I know this floor is beautiful. I don't believe that we can breed like that. We can. I don't know if it's actually going to yield a learning chicken, though. So we'll let that run. We'll find out. But let me go ahead and just run this down. Part of me wants to move this. Yeah, let's move this. We're going to put our fluid extractor in here. And let me go grab my dolly real quick. And then what we'll do, I'm just going to switch these around. Let me grab that porcelain chicken. We'll just move that over. Grab this. I'm just going to trash this. And there's going to be like 4 stacks that come out of there. That's fine. And what we're going to do, we're going to set up an item conduit line. We're not going to connect there. We're only going to connect in here. Extract will be always active. And we'll bring it around to there. Okay. And I'll set the insert on that in just a second. Once this is done emptying out, I'll do that. And yeah, look, I'm going to be waiting on breeding. Let me go ahead and get... I think we can afford time in a bottle now. We're going to need electrum. And yeah, this is pretty easy. Well, I don't have silver, though. I don't believe. I'll have to go mine silver. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say that you can insert into here. So once we get this in place, it can pull those items out and send them in. Now for just a moment though, I am going to say don't extract because I need one of those items to complete the quest. Let me go ahead and set up the tank, and I'm going to have the tank just sitting here, and we will have an XP shower coming off of that and a lever, and we'll just put the lever here to power off the drain. Okay, and let me go get a fluid conduit real quick, and we'll set that there. You can extract, you can insert into our portable tank, and I'm going to want probably a decent amount of XP to build up. So let me go ahead. We did get a signal and conversion kit a bit back, and we're going to use it for this tank. I've been holding on to it, and come next episode we will enchant this tank also. But alright, there we go. I think we could probably make signal and conversion kits pretty easily though at this point. Yeah, they just finished. They made a smart chicken. Okay, so I'm going to, in that case, just because I don't want to mess around with that, I'm just going to make another learning chicken. So let me just put him in there for now. Let him start running. Learning chickens are easy enough to make. They maybe like a 50% chance that they'll make a smart or learning in that case. I'm not for sure. But I don't feel like messing around with chance. Okay, that's running now, making us our other smart chicken. It does take a little bit for the autoclave to run it, but that's fine. And of course, we're going to go for 16, 10, 10, 10 learning chickens. Now, it's about to be day. It's pretty close, actually. So I'm actually going to go out and see if I can get some silver, and we can put together a time in a bottle. I am going to need to... I am going to have to process 1 diamond, but I'm just going to do it this way. It's not really good output, but I just need 1. So there's that. And we'll just have to run it. Well, we'll have to run it through the autoclave. So after the chicken's done. Yeah, there's the sun. I'll go see if I can get some silver, and then we can get that time in a bottle made. Just because it'll help with breeding those chickens a little bit. So. And we can go ahead and have it start building up for us. Not a super big fan of time in a bottle, but it does come in handy for certain things, and these chickens do take an excruciatingly long amount of time if you're waiting on them. So, seems like all the mobs in the server are piled up right down there, I think. Okay, I did find some silver. I went ahead and marked it. I didn't spend a whole lot of time mining it because I want to get back and get my chickens running, but I will come back and mine up the rest of that here shortly. And then we'll get this running through the alloy smelter. There we go. And our chicken is done. Let's go ahead and grab him. And we can go ahead and break this whole little system down. And we'll return our autoclave over to here. And get that diamond running. And if we pop downstairs... Oh, he's just about to make a second one. I'll go ahead and wait. There we go. And I'm going to get these 2 chickens breeding. And there we go. Learning enriched egg. And we get a quest complete. We are going to get another fluid extractor. And we're going to get 5 levels of XP. And from this quest, what do we get? 4 galena dust. Sounds good. And we're going to go ahead and set this up to extract, always active. It's going to start pulling out the... Or did I not set the insert on this? What if I did that? There we go. It will not insert through the back. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to have to get rid of these zombies, but... They're still trapped back there for right now. Okay, yeah, it's been changed so that a redstone signal makes the XP shower go off. So, that's good. Okay, and there's our time in a bottle. So we got that. And for that quest, we're going to get a magic bean. Alright. We'll definitely put that to use. But that's going to start building up. And then, of course, we can use that to speed things up. So, anyways, with that, I do believe I'm going to end out this episode here. We got a pretty good push. Next episode, we're going to start setting up some gear, enchanting it, and then we'll pop into the nether. Depending, we may do some dungeons. We'll see how things go. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button. And go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.